Hi everyone, it's Meredith with Talk Show Tuesday, and I'm so excited today. We're going to talk everything tarot, and I've got my amazing reader. She will just blow your mind with her tarot, with her astrology, the amazing and wonderful Connie Jo from Team Soul Navigation. Hi Connie, I love having you here.
Hi Meredith, I am so excited. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. We're gonna have so much fun. I can't wait for everybody to learn about the tarot, about your methodology, about how you go about reading, any tips or tricks you have about the tarot, and I don't know, sharing kind of the secret in your secret sauce.
Absolutely. Well, I think to start with, there is this myth that someone has to give you your first tarot deck, and that's so not true. If you want to do tarot, go shop for your own deck.
Right.
It's all good.
How do you know if you resonate with a tarot deck? Do you hold it? Do you feel the energy in it? Look at the pictures.
I think the pictures, I think there's something about it that just resonates with you. And my first tarot deck was so not the Rider-Waite. I didn't get the Rider-Waite till just within the last 6 months. It was Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Tarot. And it just spoke to me. It really did. I was in a shop in Tennessee. Yes, that's the one. And it was the one that I was drawn to, that I felt like would speak to me.
I love that. And this is why we're soul sisters. Our charts are amazing together.
Yes.
But, Ciro Marchetti is my very favorite tarot card illustrator. And oh my gosh, I've got I've got the Gilded, the Cosmic, the Divine Tarot, the Tarot of Dreams, the Tarot of Legacy. And Connie, sometimes like these are oversized, and so you can't shuffle them. And then these are,
right.
Yeah. Do you work with any oversized cards?
Oh yes, most definitely. The biggest deck I have, and it's also one of my favorite, it's called the Druid Craft Tarot.
Ooh.
And the cards are huge, but they're beautiful.
Let me see a card.
Okay.
And do you have any? Oh,
the Strength card.
Ooh.
Isn't she beautiful? And this, she's called the Fairylet, but she's actually Temperance.
Ooh.
Sign of Sagittarius. But, a lot of decks that will have different names. There's a deck, I don't have this one, called the Green Witch Tarot. And it has almost all different names for the Emperor, the Empress, and everything. And it's very cool.
Sometimes I have, like my girlfriend, she uses an abstract deck where there's a triangle, there's a square, there's a circle, there's this. And it just says nothing to me. I look at that and I'm like, I don't even know what it means. Do you feel that way sometimes?
Sometimes, but you know what, Meredith? Those are what I call a pip deck. And here's one of my pip decks. It's like we have an image and the number. This is the 8 of Swords.
Okay.
But it's kind of like you really do have to know what the numbers mean, what the tarot means to figure out a pip deck. You have to be pretty good to go in there with that, because the imagery doesn't speak to you. You have to actually know, okay, the 8 of Swords means I am blinded to what's going on around me. I can't escape if I want to. Do I want to escape? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But and let's just pop into astrology just for a nanosecond.
Absolutely.
So I have such imagination in my Mercury with Neptune and Scorpio in the 4th house, right?
Yes.
I have to have, it's so interesting, Connie Jo. I have to have a deep relationship feeling with the card to even resonate or read or tap into. Like this is my marriage proposal card. We should talk about that in a minute. But
Yes.
I have to feel the marriage proposal.
Yes. Oh, I so get it, Meredith.
Right.
I mean, my favorite deck ever, and I stumbled upon this watching someone else on YouTube. It's called the Light Seers Tarot.
Ooh.
It is so modern. And my favorite card is the Knight of Swords is chasing his motorcycle. And I love it. But I agree with you. The imagery really does mean something. And when you're doing a reading, that can make all the difference what deck you're using.
Yeah. I want to see a card from the Light Seer deck. Show me the
Oh,
modern. I have all like ancient renderings, my favorite, and I just kind of get stuck in my own lane, right? And
yeah,
I love Ciro Marchetti. He like lives in my soul.
Oh, and he's amazing. He is. Okay, this is one I love this one too. Look at this ace, this Queen of Wands from the Light Seers. Can you see that? How happy she is? It's like she is the happiest woman. I am making it on my own. Girl, don't bother me. I am good. I mean, I love that. And there's so much imagery on these cards that's modern.
Yeah.
I love.
And did somebody give that to you, or did you?
Actually, this was a deck that I saw someone using online and I fell in love with the imagery. I just fell in love with it.
I love it. And Connie Jo sent me the Witch's Tarot, and it's got a sense of humor in it. The Witch's Tarot.
It does. It
And
does.
I have been using it incessantly, and it is adorable.
I love that deck.
She got this, she said, for me because of my cats. And
I got it because of my cat. I love the cats on it.
Well, you got it because you love cats and I love cats, and then you thought of my cats, and then you got me this deck, and now I love it. And there's
one
a
of my
cat.
favorites. Love it. The Chariot. And it's got the sidecar with the cat.
Adorable. I love this. Oh my gosh.
Me too. Me too.
Well, on a really serious note, Connie Jo, when we were talking about collaborating, she gave me a reading and she combined astrology with her tarot. And this is one of the reasons why I think you're a real standout, why you're an amazing, amazing reader. You're an amazing intuitive reader. You're an amazing astrologer. You do advanced astrology, very complicated astrology. You're phenomenal with timing of events, but your tarot taps into that clairaudience, clairvoyance with you. And I mean, Connie Jo just blew me away. She had me in tears, with tears streaming down my cheeks in about 3 minutes. I was just like, so after our reading, I was just so taken with you. And I hope everybody who's watching this books your reading with Connie Jo, whether you want to understand your astrology chart, or you want to do timing of events, or you want her to give you a psychic reading with the tarot. And also you do parties, you do tarot card parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's been booked a couple of times with Soul Navigation, and those are so fun, aren't they?
Oh, they are amazing. But it's so cool because as much fun as we're having, there'll be a serious moment, when something really comes out that strikes someone's heart. And those are the moments I live for. I do.
Oh, you are such a good reader. Let's talk about like seeing marriage in the cards, or
Okay.
like how, if somebody asks you, am I with my what marriage partner, or is this man or woman going to marry me? What cards do you look for?
Well, the Lovers, of course.
Okay.
I would definitely look for that. But even more than that, I look at the Two of Cups, always shows me a good partnership. But yeah, and you and I were talking about this before. The Six of Cups to me shows a past relationship, probably past life relationship, where the two of you have joined together again in a soulmate
I love
relationship.
that. I see I look for the ceremony. Like, yes, there's a soul connection there, right? In that
Yeah,
two of cups and that lovers. And yeah, this is in a commitment, but I look for that concrete walking down the aisle, taking your vows, exchanging rings card, which I see in the Four of Wands.
oh, absolutely.
Do you see that?
Yes, I sure do. And another one that I look for is the Hierophant.
Oh, you do?
Yes,
Okay, tell
because
us about
it's
that.
government, contracts, institutions, the institution of marriage. And when I see the Hierophant and it's in the right place, I know that that can mean a marriage.
Like the
Yeah.
actual, like sign the marriage license.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I
Hmm.
also see the Page of Cups as and the Knight of Cups as a marriage proposal or shopping for the wedding ring. If I get the
Yeah.
Knight of Cups, it's like he asked you or she asked you, if you will, to marry. Like the words were spoken.
Exactly.
And then the ring, I see it as the Page of Cups. Do you see the ring in the Page of Cups? Or
Yeah, I do. And I love that. And I just wish I could find the Knight of Cups in this Everyday Witch Tarot deck because it is so cute.
I
He's
know,
like he's like riding on his broom with all the cups around him. I
I
love
know,
it.
I love it too. Is it in this tarot? Is it in the one?
Yeah. And he is so cute, Meredith. It's like that's a night that I would want to find me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, this tarot has such a sense of humor.
It does. And I love that.
I do too, and it's not scary. With Ciro Marchetti's cards, sometimes I lay those out, and the person who's watching is like, "How do you?"
Oh, I know.
Yeah, speak to that a little bit, Connie Jo, about when you do lay out the cards and you get the Three of Swords, the Death, the Devil. It's just like, ooh, sometimes you don't want to speak the words even.
Well, Meredith, I think for one thing, especially, and I'll take the Three of Swords as an example.
Yeah,
If you're reading for someone and you ask Spirit, what deck should I use? The Three of Swords is going to come across differently in each deck. So if I were reading with, oh, I hate this, but if I were reading with this deck and I saw this Three of Swords,
I can see it.
can you see that?
Barely. Yeah.
It's like this woman is in agony.
Oh,
And depending on the position it was in the reading,
yeah.
I would really have to clarify, talk to the client, and think about exactly what this means for them. But there's other Three of Swords that
Yeah.
aren't as scary. And it's a lot about the swords are your mind. It's communication. It's how you think. And it's like you're feeling pierced by these swords in a mental way. It's not always so heartbroken as this one. So I think it would really depend on the deck you're using to tell the client what you're seeing.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I feel that way about like, I love how you're talking about the cards because I can feel you feeling the depth of that card.
Yeah.
The Five of Cups and the Five of Cups is so painful for me like that. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
so, oh, I just, people were worried about the Death card. I'm like, hell, the Death card's nothing compared to the Five of Cups card
I'm with you.
for me. That's
I
just the kind of
agree.
loss I couldn't even bear, you know?
That, it's funny, Mary, because if you look at the Five of Cards, like in the Everyday Witches Tarot,
It's
the
not
Five
that.
of Cups, excuse me, she's looking at the cups in the sand, and behind her, there's a whole party with the other cups. It's like she's missing the party. So it's a little bit lighter,
Yeah, like I didn't get invited to the party and I have my t-shirt,
Exactly.
I'm home alone, right?
Yeah.
I know, that's awesome. I love that, Connie. And I think this is really helpful. I was trying to find some just to show people, but if I can do it. What I was going to say is I love how you speak about it, the Five of Cups. It's only in my black and white book because I can't find it in my cards fast enough, but there's the Five of Cups. And can you see it?
Almost. Yeah.
It's so
Is
hard
that
to
the
see.
Rider-Waite?
No, this is using the Gilded Tarot by
Okay.
sorry, I say Kira. I said it wrong. You should correct me, Connie.
No.
Piero Marchetti.
Yes.
I got to brush up on my Italian. Well, what do you tell people when you do get a hard card, like the devil, let's say? You talked a lot about the Three of Swords. I love that. But what would you do with a major arcana, devil or death or tower?
It all depends, and I'm not trying to take the easy way out here, but it all depends on what position in the reading it's in. Now, if I had the devil in the present and it were surrounded by cards that supported this, I would say, okay, it looks like there's a little control issue here,
Yeah.
and possibly you're being controlled or you're trying to control someone. If it were like in a business reading, for instance, with the devil, and it was in the right position, I would say, okay, that's very strategic. You go there,
Right.
And then the tower is kind of the same way. It just depends on where it falls, because there's been times when the tower can bring down all of that. I was about to say something not nice. That crap that's all around you, and you can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly. I love that. And I like the tower reverse. Do you read reversals?
I do, but you know what, Meredith? I asked Spirit before I started reading if I'm to read reversals. And the times that he has told me to read reversals, they have been so significant.
Okay. So you really go into the conduit. Oh, I just got chills. And you just truly receive. And if Spirit does not want to speak in reversals, then you just read those straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually ask what deck to use, whether to read reversals, and what kind of spread to use for the client.
I love it. And what spreads do you like to use the best to get your answers?
Well, there's sometimes the simplest spread is pick a card, and it might tell you everything. But Spirit actually gave me a beautiful spread, Meredith, that the card before the final outcome is advice from Spirit.
Oh, beautiful.
And I love it because a lot of what happens is totally contingent on whether the client wants to take the advice from Spirit.
Isn't that beautiful?
And I love that because it's like giving you the choice. It shows your hopes and fears. It shows you everything you need to know. And then it's up to you whether you take the advice or not.
Right. That's beautiful. I love it. Well, should we pull some cards for everybody?
Absolutely, we should.
Which deck are you going to use?
I think I'm going to use my light seers. What about you?
Ooh, use the light seers. I want to see it. I hope we can read the cards above. What if I read? I'm loving my
I love those too.
I love the fact that you gave me these cards. And
Oh, thank you.
they just resonate with me. So I'm going to shuffle.
Me too. That's what I'm doing too.
Do you want to go around the zodiac? Should we?
Absolutely. You know what, Meredith, I wanted to show you this though, because I thought it was just so interesting.
I want to see.
This is like, I was talking about the pit decks where it's just, where you can just see the swords or whatever. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the 8 of Swords. Do you see the cocoon?
Yeah, that's beautiful, actually.
Okay, so in the 8 of Swords, in the Rider-Waite, in most of the decks, it shows a woman blindfolded, surrounded by swords, but she's totally able to break free if she chooses. And I love this card because it's like that cocoon shows that as soon as I break free from this shell, I'm going to be able to see everything I need to see.
Isn't that beautiful?
And I just love that card. So sorry, I just saw it and thought I'd say something.
I love it. Well, what's so interesting is you get a deeper understanding just studying the different renderings of the different decks of that particular card. And so you get this depth of, you get a whole nother language in a way, or more of an it's like an expansion of mind. And so you get to understand the 8 of Swords even more deeply when you start reading 8 of Swords from different decks. So that is
absolutely,
that is such an awesome point. I love that. Okay, so should we start with Aries, and just because it's easy on us, it's easy on our minds.
Aries would be disappointed if we didn't.
Okay, you go first. You want to just draw one card? This is just going to be a universal message of what Aries needs to hear whenever the Aries has found this video. It doesn't matter if it's in 10
Absolutely.
You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, this is your message from Spirit. Go for it. Sorry.
Way to go, Aries. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You can't get more beautiful than that. I mean, that is financial news, a new financial start. It's a new material beginning. It could mean you're going to move. I mean, Aries, just look for that new beginning. Aces are new beginnings. You can take it and run with it. And it will be in your material world somehow.
I love
And you know what? I will say this too. The Ace of Pentacles, to me, because it is about the material, it is about the physical, that can be a new relationship. I know everybody thinks the Ace of Cups is the one, but the Ace of Pentacles is solid. So just keep that in mind.
I love it. Okay, this one's for Taurus. Okay, I'm just going to divide my deck so you can see. I'm going to pick right here. And I read reversals all the time. So I think Spirit.
Way to go, Mare.
Aw, this is so beautiful. This is the moon.
I love the moon.
And, you know, I just said yesterday, Taurus is my favorite moon placement. I don't personally have it, but I am the recipient and beneficiary of a couple Taurus moon people. And this is just beautiful. So the moon, this is just creature comforts and creating love in the material way too. So what feels good, you know, what looks good, what sounds good. And this is having and building and growing and nurturing a life of comfort and creature comforts. And so you're either going to be the recipient of those creature comforts or create that. I also see this as the mother. So this is a pregnancy card for me too. Is this for you?
Yeah.
So if you're trying to get pregnant, you'll have a little, you know, you'll have an opportunity to create those creature comforts for little bambino.
Yes.
So that could be getting pregnant or pregnancy. If you don't want to be pregnant, you need to take precautions.
Okay, so my sun is a Taurus moon. Justin, let's take precautions. Okay, let's do something for Gemini. I love my Geminis.
You didn't want any grandchildren yet?
Oh, well, I already have some.
You don't want another?
I would love to have another when they're ready to have another. You can't ever have enough grandchildren, Meredith, but they've got to be ready for them.
Yes. Okay, Geminis.
All right, Gemini. This one is sticking. Oh my gosh, they got one of my favorite cards. So they got the Queen of Wands.
Oh, that's the card you were showing earlier.
Yes,
Oh.
and she is so happy. It's like she's got it. I mean, the Queen of Wands, that energy is so dynamic, and it's that fire energy that is spurring you on to start that new project. Whatever it is you want to do, you have the energy to do it, Gemini. And I just love this card. She's happy.
Yeah,
You know?
I love it too. I see that oftentimes as a fire sign female. So
Yeah.
like Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries too. So
Yes.
there's that passion in that card. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So here's for Cancer, for my beloved Cancers. Oh, I've got the Tower. And Cancers are kind of going through a hard time right now because of all the Capricorn planets. And so you feel like maybe you something in your life is collapsing, shutting down, going away, saying goodbye to. This could also be your home, moving from your home or moving away from home. But that's to make room for something that's going to be better for you.
Yes.
And rebuild and regrow. But something's leaving your life, and it's almost like good riddance. This thing, whatever this is, your home, your something attached to your home, or you may even have like a repair. Something's breaking down, breaking apart, leaving your life. And I know how Cancers feel about their home. And I do see the Tower in the card oftentimes as a person's dwelling.
Yeah.
This could be a kid going off to college or a goodbye that you have to have. But just know, sometimes we need these to be able to grow and expand and become independent and stronger.
And you know what, Mayor? What's interesting is in the tarot, after the Tower comes the Star.
Right. That's where
they're
making room for something so much better. That's a good point. It's good to see the positive in things too.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
All right. So I have Leo, and I've already pulled one, and you have Judgment.
Ooh.
Now,
that's a pretty Judgment.
Judgment is also known as rebirth. It's like it's come to an end. It's time to sum it up. What you've done is what you've done. It's over. Let's start again, because you can. So I feel like whatever you feel in your life that is summing up, coming to an end, you can feel good about it because it's time to start over.
And I see that card. Do you see it? That's that Phoenix rising from the ash.
Yeah.
Where you've been a struggle, trying to keep this project, or trying to keep yourself alive in this.
Yeah.
And so there's sort of a surrender in that Judgment
card.
Oh,
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Sometimes I think that. Okay, but I love your interpretations, Connie. Okay, so this is for Virgo. Let's get our Virgo a card. Virgos. I like you to see me draw, but it's easier if I don't show you. I know it's hard to hold the cards and pull the cards.
It is. It's hard to do that.
So this is
I see it.
The Hierophant.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I love this, going within, seeking knowledge from within, and the light is within you. The knowing is within you. This is really a deeply intuitive card too.
Yeah, it is.
And getting still to find your inner peace, your inner truth, and mind, body, spirit connection. And so Virgos really do need to get peaceful, and it's very hard for Virgos to get peaceful. So this is harmonize your life, synchronize yourself with your mind, body, spirit, take care of your wellness and health. And isn't it funny that there we are doing the meditation, perfect for you.
Yes.
Virgos, do your meditations, do your yoga, do your inner work.
I love the Hierophant in that deck because it's depicted so differently than it is in some decks. And because, yeah, look how peaceful and lovely she is. And in some decks, it comes across as just a religious figure. And this is so, I love that deck because of that. It's so beautiful and different.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, Libras. Okay, I'm going to try to do what Meredith did and show you what I'm doing. I don't know if I can do it or not.
It's so hard. Do those cards shuffle like that, or they only shuffle like that?
They will shuffle the other way, but it's easier to do it like this.
Yeah, and sometimes people don't like to bend their cards.
Yeah, well, and I'm okay with that, but my hands just don't wrap around them too well. Okay, so Libra, we have the Four of Cups. Now, that can mean if you have an offer coming in and you may not think it's a great offer, you need to reconsider. Just reconsider this, because the Four of Cups kind of, it's kind of a boredom card. Oh, yeah, that kind of thing. But actually, it's trying to get your mind off what is in front of you and see what can be ahead of you. So Libras, just look at what's ahead, and if an offer comes in and you might not think it's good, and I mean offer, job offer, love offer, I mean any kind of offer coming in, reconsider, because it might be just what you're looking for.
That's cool. Don't be too quick to say no.
Yeah.
Okay, Scorpios, here's for you. Let's look what we got. We got the King of Wands reversed.
Ooh.
So there's something about Scorpio where your passion is thwarted. And the Wands cards are very passionate cards. And with it reversed, it's like that passion can't be expressed, can't come out. There's some sort of new enterprise or new relationship or new connection, new passion that wants to be completely uncorked, right?
Right.
But for some reason, it's still cooking internally. So see if that's you sabotaging because you're fearful to try, or see if that's truly because of the logistical happenings going around. And it might be both. So it wants to come out. It is going to come out. It's just late and delayed, either because of you or the schedule, but it's coming. Yeah. Don't give up.
That was good. That was good.
Okay. Your turn.
Sag. Woo, I love my Sages. I have Sag in my chart, and Amir does too. Sages are beautiful. So I pulled the Ace of Cups. Woo! Woo! So you know what? This can be anything from an offer of love. It could be, okay, I'm just going to say it. It could be a pregnancy. Could be a new beautiful human being coming into your life. Or it could be something just as simple as a sweet gift that you didn't expect that makes you feel amazing.
Yeah, it makes you feel loved. I love that. Yeah. I'm like looking out the front door for the Amazon delivery.
I love it.
Oh, that's cute because Connie did my reading. Now I get to do hers. Here's
right.
Here you go, Capricorn.
All right.
Let's see what we got. We've got the sunshine reversed. It was reversed and then I had to look at it, but it's sunshine reversed. So happiness is coming. There's joy around the corner. What I love about the sunshine reversed is the answer is a big, fat, giant yes, just not right now.
Love that too.
It's yes, absolutely, absolutely. You're going to get this, just not right this minute.
You just can't make the sun be bad. I mean, it's
Right.
just a good card no matter what.
Can't make the sun be bad.
No,
That's awesome.
it has to shine no matter what. That was pretty cool. Okay, we have Aquarius. You're not going to believe this. We have the sun.
That's awesome.
Right? So it's like everything Mary just said about the sun reverse, Aquarius, you get now.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't have to wait like a Capricorn.
Yeah, right?
You get it right now.
Yes. So
Okay.
the Capricorns have to wait, but Aquarians get it now.
It's a big fat yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's Pisces. We'll finish it with Pisces. Pisces. I want to cut the deck for you, Pisces. Watch me get the sun again.
I know, right? Wouldn't that be insane?
They deserve it.
Yeah, they do.
Let's see what it is. It's reverse. It's the 8 of Pentacles reversed.
Oh.
So that's for Pisces. And I think that means you either are going to get a new job promotion, or you're not in the right job, or you're not working hard enough, or you're lazy, or you're out of work. And it's not that you're lazy, so you're out of work. It's either just you're not applying yourself like you could, or you don't have the job you want, or the work you want, or you have a demotion instead of a promote, something. But this is going to have an opportunity to turn itself around. And if you're fearful, if your question is am I going to lose my job? You could very easily be losing your job if that was a question that you had in your mind. But it isn't necessarily all bad, because you probably are not, there's probably something wrong with it. Like you're not earning your rightful amount of money, because that tells me that you could be a little bit of a slave inside this really hard job where you're not earning your rightful amount of money. So there's something bigger and better on the horizon that wants to find you. And we only did one card. Like if we did the whole spread, and if you are a Pisces, maybe you really do want to call Connie Jo or book on her calendar, right? And get clarification around any of those. But I find the cards to be so accurate, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
They're so accurate. Like they will find you. This video, you know, it will find you if you were meant to hear one of these messages. It's funny how this was so much fun, Connie Jo. Thank you for being here with us today and telling us all about tarot. And I hope everybody gets to book a reading with you. Your readings are just amazing. You are so gifted and so talented, and it is so exciting to have you on board at Team Soul Navigation.
I love it.
I love it too. So we'll talk with you soon.
Absolutely. Bye, everybody.